So, welcome to another Budget Model Railways video. I mentioned in my most recent one that I'd done a bit of work on the loft, so I thought I'd do a bit of an update on where we've got with this. So, a couple of big bits of modelling that I've done. Firstly, I suppose I'll show you the idea of the layout now, which is that we'll have the station building here. This will be a raised road scene. One of the things I realised is in real life, you walk into stations and onto the platforms. This idea of walking up into the station and up onto the platform is a model railway thing because we work on a flat. The majority of stations, if you think about it, are at the same level as the town scene. So if Douglas pans this way, I don't know what buildings I'm going to use, but this is just to give you an idea of the town scene. This is thick corrugated cardboard that came for free from a garden centre. It was a dump bin. So that's going to work well. I've got it half made, but I've got an old super quick police station, not this building, that's going to go there as a post office, so that this bay that goes to the harbour can also be a parcels bay. So, a couple of bits of building that I've done. I had some super quick platform left, and I bought a second-hand one, so I built a 4-foot long platform. Now, the more eagle-eyed of you will be able to see where the newer one is brighter on the fencing, but I don't think that really matters. There's a slight coloration change, but I'm quite happy. I've used some pavement edging to hide the joins, and I realised that none of the second-hands one I bought had got the coping tops. So what I had was some clear beige card, and I've just cut that into thin strips. I got a little cheap Metcalf waiting room somewhere, so that's lived on there, and all I've done is built a little extension on the back. So that's going to sit there, gives me a really long platform. This is going to be, I'm going to cut that out so that we get a one-way road that runs through. And then while we're down this end, you can see where I'm working the idea of doing an industrial scene. So put a few Metcalf buildings on the bend. And then I got ages ago these self-adhesive warehouse scenes, and I'm working on doing them into a big one that will sit at the back here. I might do that, or I might use the super quick industrial town scene along there. I haven't decided yet. So let's come down and have a look at the station building, which I'm quite pleased with. Now, I don't know if we better edit this, but I've got some photos of what this looked like round the back before I started. So round the front is the fairly standard super quick station. Now this was in a bit of a state. I've had to fix the windows, repair the coping. Now what's missing is the little clock tower, but hopefully I've hidden that quite well. And then round the back, I bought some bags of bits from Classic Rail of years ago, and in there were these two end pieces that would normally come off the station and a bit of an entrance. So by using all those, I've managed to put a back onto the station, which I'm really quite pleased with. And then I've just used ordinary grey cardboard to edge it and redone the roof. So that's given me a rather grand station there. So you get the whole idea now of where we're coming with the station yard. And then the other big change is back down this end in the fiddle yard. So this point was here. And that meant that the dock side that I wanted to do would have to be short to get to this point, or I'd have to motorise it. By moving it to there, actually what I'm going to do is run a push rod cable that will just flick that manually from here. But it means the end of the harbour can be here, much longer. And then what I'll do is I've got this curved point here, that can go in there. And then as you can see, it won't be very difficult with a couple of bits of flexi track, and I'll still have my two passing loops in my fiddle yard. So I'm quite pleased with that. That's given me more room in the dock, and I don't think actually it'll lose me any room in the fiddle yard. Not only that, this point had a very awkward S-bend in it to get to that siding with the original point, which quite a few things derailed on. And this will give a much smoother transition actually into the passing loops.
Till it gets over there.
Till it gets over there and it gets a bit more fiddly. As you can see, but that actually worked quite well because they do come out onto straights. A few of them don't like this, but it's just a question of fiddling with it. And then my next plan then is to get the walls built. So if you imagine we're going to have cardboard from there all the way up to the top to hide these two rails at the back and this rail, which is the passing loop. get those built and the two ends built so that I can start improvising on what I do in the harbour scene. And then obviously also the whole station. So I've got a super quick footbridge that I've got. I'm going to make that and cut that to the right size to fit. So lots to do, but I am beginning to get a plan, and it's looking quite nice now. I've got a few super quick shops and things I'm going to have a look at. So this area, I know what I'm going to do, I just don't know the specifics. And then that will also run somehow now into the goods yard. And the goods yard will be pretty much as it was with the various sidings, but I've just got to work that one out. So we're still getting there, but beginning to move on. It's about 5 years old this, but with all the other projects, it's taken a bit of time. And if we can make them work, just do a few locos running at the end of this, because I know people like to see locos running, so you can just see it going through the station area. So as always, thank you very much for watching. My big plan now is to stop working on other projects and just work on the loft. I've been sidetracked. I've just started yet another shunting layout. I do enjoy them, but ultimately this is the only place I can run my big diesels. So I am going to try and persevere with this and get this layout built. Oh, I will just show you one little thing. If Doug goes back the other way, there's a gap in the top front rail there. Can you zoom in on it? That's the only spot where the sunlight came in from the screen on the window, and of course it warped the track. So we have got a little bit of a break there that's got to be fixed. But literally it was 6 inches of sunlight, but it was just enough direct sunlight to expand the track and warp it. But the rest of it's fine, hasn't been affected by the heat at all. So there we go, a little bit of an update and more to come. As always, thank you for watching and subscribing and commenting, and we look forward to talking to you again soon. So we have some exciting news. We are getting organised for our Christmas giveaway this year, and it's rather exciting because Hornby have donated us a Christmas train set, one of their box sets, as a giveaway. So look forward to that. There's going to be a video out fairly soon with all the details, but it'll be another subscriber giveaway. But this year it's going to be an entire train set, you know, locos, circular track controller and all that. So look out for that. And as always, thank you for watching. And one little bit of exciting news is we are getting ready to do our Christmas giveaway this year, and we're going to be able to do something a little bit exciting because Hornby have donated us a crispy Christmas. Should we leave that bit in? Not crispy. The Hornby have. Do you want me to start again?
No, I think you should start again, to be honest.
Yeah.
Put that in the end.
Yeah. So let's try again. Take 2. Hi, thanks for watching the video and for the nice comments. Click on the left for a previous video in this series, click on the right for another video you might enjoy, and please don't forget to click to subscribe, like, comment, etc. Thanks again.